Spike Brothers is finally getting some new support, and we are getting a restriction list for Vanguard. Before we get into it, however, Claret Cards currently has the VBT05 pre-orders up. So Royal Paladin, Gold Paladin, Narukami, Nubatama, Oracle Think Tank, full clan bundles, but also singles. They can be pre-ordered right now. Shipping for Europe is very affordable. For other parts of the world, slightly less so. Use the code Solemn to get 5% off. So first of all, we are getting a restriction list update on the 20th of August. Of course, Japan only, but English usually follows suit. What's interesting is the past two, or three even, have been no changes. Well, no, two. The past two. And then before that, it was Enigmatic Assassin. And then before that, it was also no changes. At this point, people are just memeing, going like, oh, it's gonna be another no changes. We'll see about that. Next week, we'll know more. I'm not quite sure what their plan is, but I don't know. We'll see next week. However, we also got some cards for Spike Brothers. So first of all, we have the new VR Dead Heat Bull Spike. Auto on V, when your unit attacks, any unit, cost Soul Blast 1 and move all of your force markers to that unit's circle. And then auto on V once per turn, when the attack of your unit on a circle with a force marker does not hit, draw a card, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. This really feels like a football team, right? Rugby or whatever you want to call it, wherever you are. The force markers are basically the ball. And so one guy is going ham with the ball and he has like all the power, and then he throws the ball, well, all the force markers to the next one, and he starts going ham and so forth. And so it seems like all the value is being gained from whoever is holding the ball or the force marker, and the VR is passing it along. I don't play this sport, so if you have even more info on that, cool. But that's really what it seems to be trying to do. And the interesting thing is that it's different, right? It's not just call a dude and swing. I don't know how to explain it, but it's adding some lines of potential play as more cards are added that I actually like. I like the overall design style of this card. We have two more cards who both support this kind of new play style that Spike seem to be getting. We have Deranged Thaddeus, auto on R, when it attacks, cost Counterblast 1 and move all of your force marker to this unit's circle. So instead of only relying on the soul from your VR, you can now do the same thing with a Counterblast, but only for this unit. Do note that this skill actually gets better every single turn. So the first turn you ride your grade 3, you have one force marker. So you are passing along 10k, which is not much, but it's still really good. On top of all the other skills, you know, the draw, the opponent retire, they can't keep on guarding everything, you know? And so by not having it tied to just a Soul Blast from your grade 3, actually having that Deranged Thaddeus also doing it by himself is really, really good. Especially when its second skill says, when its attack hits, if this unit's circle has a force marker, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. This double R, together with the VR, basically says, if this hits or doesn't hit, you are losing a unit. So you can start sniping all the good stuff. You can snipe Shadow Paladin's Blaster Dark. You can snipe Bermuda Triangle's Caro. Bermuda Triangle will actually have to start thinking, hey, I can't poop all of my Caros onto the field because they will literally vanish. Without Caro, your melodies can no longer boost. So they are really, really reliant on it. So that's something really interesting, that they actually give this targeted removal beyond like last support. I recall it having something like that, but now they seem to be doubling down on it, which is really interesting, especially because they're adding this it's not a new mechanic, it's just utilizing the existing mechanic. Now you also have Provoke Needle, a common, continuous. If it is on a rearguard circle with a force marker, this unit gets power plus 10k. So this gets big, you know. We'll have to see what the other cards do, because if even all the triple Rs also work together with this, that could actually scale really, really well, get really scary. For now, I already think it's good, but this is just 3 cards. And even the other Spike card we saw, I think last week, was also very good already. So we'll just have to see what else comes, but I really like the start of this. If you're a Spike player, I know there's quite a few loyal Spike players out there, just let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget, Claret Cards pre-orders are up right now. Solemn to get 5% off, and I will see you soon. Ciao.